All right, Shalom. I want to start off by giving all praises and honor and glory to Yahweh, by Hashem, Yahushai, by Hashem, Rakal Kodash. I want to say double honors to the apostles and the bishop elders at Great Millstone for teaching us this word in truth and sincerity and for ruling well. And salutations to my fellow Akim across the four corners of the globe, preaching and prophesying in the name of Yahweh, by Hashem, Yahushai. And my brother Gabar Yahweh from Gmshawaii, coming to you with another quick in transit video. And this in transit video was just, woke up this morning. I'm on my way to the Shaddai, and I had just had a couple things on my mind, and I was thinking about the promise that we're waiting on is the same promise that the apostles / disciples and all the prophets of old have been waiting for, man. And that one is that the Lord restored the kingdom unto Israel. When you go to the book of Acts, chapter 1, verse 6, the disciples asked Yahushai, will thou now restore the kingdom of heaven unto Israel? And he said it wasn't for them to know, at that time, because it's only given to who? The Father, to know the exact time. Everything that he said was going to happen, happened. His sacrifice, his death and resurrection, that happened. He was on the earth with the apostles and other believers for, I think, like 40 days after his death, after he had risen. And that had never happened. You had never seen that before. You know what I'm saying? So when they saw him again, obviously they was like, oh, well, you're going to do it now? And other things had to happen. Other prophecies had to be fulfilled, But he did bless him. He did let them know that when they see him ascend to the Heavenly Father, when he goes back to the Heavenly Father, that he was going to what? He was going to, that the Spirit of Yahweh Shai, Spirit of the Lord, was going to fall upon the apostles in Jerusalem, and that they were going to receive power. And one of their first powers they received was the power of understanding different languages, the gift of tongues, man. It wasn't that I should have bought a Honda, but I bought a Hyundai shit. No, it was understanding and being able to speak fluently other languages in which Israelites were speaking that were scattered around amongst the world, man. And again, we're waiting on the blessings, because Yahushua also said that these things that I do, you shall do. These things you shall do and greater. So those same gifts that Yahweh Shai bestowed upon the apostles in ancient times, guess what? He's doing that. He's gonna do that in this time, and through the Spirit and power of Yahweh Shai, that's already happening via us having this truth through the Spirit and power of Yahweh Shai. Because contrary to popular belief, us brothers, and you select sisters that listen, but mainly us brothers, we didn't know each other in the world like that. Not all of us, you know what I'm saying? So it's like, but we all speaking the same thing. We in different countries, we in different states, we in different cities, but what's brought us together? This word of Yahweh Shai, which therefore reinforces and reassures us that, hey, we're going to receive that gift, again, that gift of salvation, that gift of spiritual powers, that gift of protection, and that hope of a pardon. Lord willing, we endure to the end, because a lot of people, you see these people on the internet, and I understand sometimes what celebrities, how they feel about their so-called fans and the so-called public, because what the average person sees about a person who they so-called idolize in this world is what's being shown to them. You only know Denzel because Denzel is an actor, but you don't know Denzel Washington. You don't really know. Well, you know Denzel Washington, the actor, but you don't know Denzel Washington, the thespian, the student, father, the husband. You don't know that. You don't know that man like that. But you got people out here, if that man dropped dead today or tomorrow, they're going to cry. They're going to try to go to his funeral. They're going to put flowers in front of his residence and shit like that. All this weirdo shit. And I bring it up because you don't know these people like that, man. You don't know the struggles that this man had to go through. You don't know I'm just using this guy for an example. He's not perfect, niggas a demon, but nonetheless, man, hey, that dude worked hard for what he got, whether it was in wickedness or not. You know what I'm saying? And you don't know the struggles. You don't know the sacrifices, extreme sacrifices that this dude probably had to take just to get to the point where he's at. And you can apply that to any of these so-called celebrities that you really see on a high level. Because guess what? Even Kim Kardashian ain't fucking worth shit. But guess what? That bitch sacrificed a lot to Satan to get what she want. Well, we sacrificed everything and all things to get to win Yahweh Shai. We give it up everything. And a lot of people don't know that. A lot of people don't know the sacrifices that the men of the Lord are truly making on a day in and day out basis, man. Like Elder Malcolm says, when he opens up his lessons, one of his lessons is when he opens up his lessons, one of the things he says that to those that are have given up or sacrificing their life, making their life a sacrifice day in and day out, the preacher's word, roughly paraphrasing what he says. But people don't understand that sacrifice. We can go out any day and get put to death. You know, we can get arrested, we can get accosted, meaning we can get beat. You know what I'm saying? And we've been through these things. Some of us, you know, especially the apostles and the bishop elders, they definitely been through this. You know, we lost family members and friends, children, you know, homes, you know, wealth, you know, substance in this stupid ass world, you know. But a lot of people don't recognize that. They don't see that. But you know who does recognize it? Yahweh Shai. Because when you read the book, shalom to the brother Kazak that's on here. And if you can post, what is it? St. Matthew chapter 19, verse 27, Baba Kasha, because it's kind of going into that. 27 on down. But anyway, Yahweh Shai told the disciples, when Peter said, we have forsaken all to follow thee. We have given up and forsaken all to follow thee. What shall we receive? You know, because when you do something, just like when you work, you expect some type of payment. You know, a lot of people will say, well, what's in it for me? The water, brother. A lot of people will say, well, what's in it for me? It's not so much to be selfish, but it's like, you don't work for nothing. Nobody works for nothing. What Eddie Murphy said, nothing for nothing leaves nothing. You got to have something. So Peter he wasn't wrong in asking that. But what was Yahweh Shai's reply? Well, he said, verily, verily, I say unto you, that he hath forsaken father, mother, sister, brother, son or daughter, child, lands for my sake, shall receive 100-fold. And before he told him that, he said, you're going to be sitting on the 12 thrones of Israel, judging the nation of Israel, man. So what he was telling them is that, hey, man, you're going to get a high position in the kingdom of heaven, right underneath of him. You know, and Peter was King David. He didn't know that, but Yahweh Shai knew it. You know what I'm saying? So he said, you're going to sit on 12 thrones judging the nation of Israel, and on top of that, you anything else you gave up in this world for my sake, guess what? You're going to receive 100-fold, man. So if you gave up your wives or your wife or whatever to follow me, you gave up being a husband to follow me, guess what? In the kingdom of heaven, you're going to get as many wives as the eye, as far as the eye can see, man. You know what I mean? If you gave up your children for my sake, meaning you followed me and you didn't love your family more than you loved me, you gave up being, you know, the happy-go-lucky dad, guess what? You're going to receive 100-fold. So you're going to have children as far as the eye can see, man. If you gave up lands, you know what I'm saying, for my sake, and we have, you know, guess what? You're going to receive 100-fold. As far as the eye can see, you're going to receive planets, man. Whole planets, man. Solar systems, you know, and we're going to have complete control over that, you know. We're going to have servants, handmaids, all of that, you know. So there's a big reward. You may not see it now. You may not feel it now sometimes. And I'm saying this as a exaltation to brothers, man, because, you know, I wake up in the morning and I think about the same thing, man. A lot of days I feel dead to this world, man, because I am. You know what I mean? I got family, I got so-called friends, and I got children. You know, I rarely talk to any of these people, man. You know, I rarely do, even my own kids. And it's not like, oh, I'm just being a shitbag dad. Like, nah. Yeah, I'm here, I'm available when it need me. But, you know, like in this world, people are used to texting people every day, all day, knowing where each other's at. People calling you and shit, hitting you up. I don't have that relationship with nobody in the world, not even my own children. Unless I reach out, that's the only time I talk to them. You know, I got an older child, and I got a younger child. You know, and it's like I don't need. It's like some days I forget I even have children, bro, because I'm so focused on a mission. You know what I'm saying? And it's like I ain't got no time to sit down here and toss the ball. I ain't got no time to sit down here and listen to some empty conversation, even with my woman. Even with my woman, bro. I don't be all up under my woman like that. You know what I'm saying? And ain't nothing against her. It's just like I just don't got the time. I don't got the time to pour in to an empty vial or empty vessel, man. I don't got that time. I spend time when I can, but like I said, my time is wrapped up in this truth, man. Week in and week out, daily. You know what I'm saying? Daily, seeking to appease Yahweh Shem Shai. And some days I sit and I just contemplate that sometimes, like, man, like I don't even hear from my family like that. Like I know my oldest daughter, she talked to her mother every day. Now, is it an in-depth conversation? I wouldn't know that. I wouldn't know it because I'm not there. You know what I'm saying? I live in a different place than they live. But I'm sure she talked to her mother more than she talked to me. She don't talk to me. They don't call me at all unless they want something. And that's how it is. And it's cool. You know, but I understand what some of the disciples were going through, especially those that had children. You know what I'm saying? Because you miss your kids. You wish you could talk to your kids. And back then, they didn't have cell phones, man. They didn't have internet, not that I know of. You know what I'm saying? It wasn't easy to communicate with people as it is today. And even with it being so easy to communicate with people today, it might as well be the ancient world. You might as well be writing letters, man. Because people don't readily reach out to you. And unless you drop dead, now everybody want to put your face on a fucking poster or a t-shirt. You want to put a collage of pictures together like y'all really had this relationship that you really did. You know what I'm saying? So it's like being separated from this world, man, spiritually is a beautiful thing. Yes, it's hard sometimes, man. But you got to understand why you're doing it. Because we're going to receive a greater reward than this, man. Way greater. You know what I mean? Don't look at your current situation, your current status in this world, and measure yourself by that, because that's not it. We right now, we got our pedal to the metal. You know, the rubber is meeting the road, and we're exercising and we're practicing for the ultimate time of judgment, for Jacob's trouble, we're preparing for a greater reward, for the second coming of our Lord, Yahweh Shai Mashiach, to enter into a kingdom, for a rulership. You know what I mean? So right now, sometimes you don't see the simple things that you would like to see. You're not involved in the things of this world. Yahweh Shai said, I pray for them. I pray not for the world. And he also said later in that chapter, St. John chapter 17, that I pray not only for them, but for also for them that shall believe on me, that shall hear their word, man. And Yahweh Shai was praying for the elect. He said, I'm not praying for the world of Israel. You know, fuck the world of Israel, man. It's only about his elect, those whom the Lord, his Father, Yahweh, have given him. Because all those that are Yahweh's are Yahweh Shai's. And all those that are Yahweh Shai's are Yahweh's, man. You know what I'm saying? This is an exclusive gathering, you know? This is an extremely exclusive gathering. Like in this world, they have exclusive gatherings. You don't see Jay-Z hanging out with the average dude. He might walk by a nigga and give him a fist bump, you know what I'm saying? And keep it moving. Them parties that nigga get invited to, they ain't the parties that you and I get invited to. You know, you'll see Jay-Z. I'm just using this dickhead as an example. But you'll see this dude, he's at exclusive parties where other sellout rich niggas is at. Well, in the kingdom of heaven, we're gonna be in exclusive parties where other kings and priests who sacrifice their life for Yahweh Shem Shai, we're going to be involved in that. Not everybody's going to be involved in that. Why? Because they didn't put that same sacrifice. They didn't put that same work in. You know? And it's likewise on this side. You know? A nigga like temporary glory, but you're going to die and go to the spirit world and be what? You're just another soul, man. Yeah, you might be an Israelite, but you're an Israelite citizen, man. Go over there. You know, like the heathens that drop dead in this world, them heathens that are held in high esteem in this world. Yeah, they sacrificed to Satan and they had a temporary glory. But when they go to the spirit world, they're just another spirit. And when they come back to this world, they're going to just be another heathen. You know, not worth shit. But that's not our station. That's not our station. Right now, we in the gym. We practicing. While everybody else sleep, we practicing. Look, it's like 6 in the morning my time, going to work. Barely anybody on the fucking highway. You know what I'm saying? But before I go to this stupid physical work, I'm doing the spiritual work. And this is a sacrifice too. It's also therapy. It also helps to speak to other brothers that may be going through similar things, man. You're isolated. You might be living around people and amongst people, but you're isolated. And you wonder why am I going through this? Well, because it's part of the sacrifice. You know, Jordan didn't become great overnight. LeBron James, all these people that people hold in high esteem in this world, they didn't become great overnight, man. Motherfuckers had to be in a gym when everybody else was partying. They had to be up when everybody else was sleeping. Going over games, going over statistics and all that other shit. Putting the work in while other people wasn't working. That's what we're doing. You know, and no, they ain't gonna receive a championship overnight. You ain't gonna look, LeBron James, that dude, you know, he was trying his best to get that championship and he couldn't get it this year, man. It's been a couple of years where the nigga failed. But he goes back into the gym, work, you know, redo the plan. They'll add some new players or whatever, you know. He'll make moves here and there. Because it ain't really about the championship with them people. It's about the draw. Like, to watch this nigga play ball, ticket sales go up 500, 400%. Just so they can watch a dude play basketball. And all they see is the game. All they see is, they don't even see the polished version that they show you on TV. You know, like, you would think that, you know, if you could watch a basketball game practically for free on TV, you know, in the comfort of your own space, you're like, damn, man, why would I want to pay $2,000 and $3,000 to watch a nigga play basketball, right? And I'll get back to my point. But people want to go there for the experience. They want to be there so they can tell other people, I was there. You know what I'm saying? So, but again, in order for you to have that fan experience, these people, these men, have to play basketball 24/7. They got to eat a certain way. They got to work out a certain way. They got to not do certain things. You know what I mean? They show these guys like LeBron James and Steph Curry as the fathers of the year. They married to one woman and they got their kids in order. They got, you know, they love these niggas barely see their kids, man. It's no way that you can be a father 24/7 and be a fucking superstar basketball player 24/7. It don't work that way, man. You got to give something up. Now he may not do the parties, so the nigga do the basketball shit, and then he go home or some shit. I don't know what the fuck this nigga do, but he's a businessman. He's recording movies. He's recording TV shows and shit like that, bro. You know what I'm saying? His focus may not be on the bullshit that normally gets these basketball players, get them out the league early, get them fucked up early, get them lose their wealth early. But he's sacrificing something. You know what I mean? And even on the left-hand side, you got to sacrifice something. Just like on the right-hand side. We're on the right-hand side. We're sacrificing that. We're sacrificing that time. And right now, the average person can't see what that sacrifice will render in the end. And sometimes you yourself may not see what the sacrifice that you're giving, that you're making, will render you in the end. But the Lord's told us we're going to receive 100-fold, baby. We're gonna receive crowns on our heads. You know what I'm saying? And that's all the regular people gonna see is the crowns on their head. Oh, he's getting the crown, he's a king. But they're not gonna understand what that crown means. To them, they're gonna know that, oh, these are them that are giving their life up, that sacrifice, that said that was fighting for the name of Yahweh Shai in the world. But they're not really gonna understand that sacrifice because that's all they see a portion of it. But you and Yahweh Shai understand that great sacrifice, man, and that it wasn't made an empty sacrifice. You know what I mean? Gave up your life for this, not just in this life, but all your lives, man. You know, because we were set up that way. We were given, we were created to do this. You understand? We didn't make ourselves the hopeful elect. We didn't make ourselves men of the Lord. This was all established before we even enter into this creation. Yahweh Shem Shai said, these are going to be my elect. These people right here. You know, and they're going to earn it. It ain't going to be given to them, but they're going to have the strength, the courage, the know-how, the integrity, the hope, the faith to earn it. And that's what we're doing. You know? So some days when I get down and I feel like, damn, man, I ain't loved by the ones that I want to be loved by. I barely communicate with the people that I, thought I was supposed to be communicating with or whatever. I think about the blessing that Yahweh Shai has established for us and what's to come for us, and even still, like what I think of, it's going to pale in comparison to what we really going to receive, man. You know what I'm saying? To what we really going to receive. And we ain't got to walk in darkness. We can walk in light. We ain't going to have to hide from nobody. You know what I'm saying? We ain't going to have to rush, has a gang of big-ass security guys standing around us so the little people don't touch us. We ain't gonna, man, we're going to be gods amongst our people, man. They're going to be gods too, but they're going to be supermen and superwomen too. But we're going to be on a higher level, and like Elder Yashwama said in the street preaching out there in the Bay, I think it was Elder Yashwamba or it might have been Elder Kanat. I think it was Elder Kanat, man. He was saying that, what did he say? He said basically, it might have been Elder Yashwamba, but Salakia. Anyway, what he said was, what was said was that we're going to be on a higher level. I'm roughly paraphrasing. We're going to be on a higher level, man. And the average G, 2/3 that die on this side, they're going to be on a lesser level. And they're going to know why they on it, though. It ain't going to be like, damn, man, like, why they up there and I'm down here? I don't understand it. No, we're going to know that, hey, man, these men sacrificed. You know what I'm saying? These men gave up their life for the sake of Yahweh Shai. While everybody else is bullshitting and partying and doing the dumb shit, they were focused on the spiritual matters. And these men right here, they deserve that, and they're going to know that they didn't deserve it because they was in the world. And for a short time, it may be, some shame there, but eventually it'll go away. And, because the least of our people are going to be, the least of our people are going to be on a high level too. They're just not going to be on a level of an elect man, you know what I'm saying? But they're going to be on a high level too, So, but they're going to know that the reason why oh man, I meant to get gas. Salakia. I just jumped in the car and started driving. But anyway, they're going to know that, hey, they earned this spot. We earned where we're at. It wasn't overnight. It wasn't easy, okay? But we earned it through the spirit and power of Yahweh Shai. So we'll have exclusive events where just the men of the Lord are there with Yahweh Shai and King David and the rest of 12. You know what I'm saying? We'll have times where, we're saved amongst each other. We'll have keys and access to things that the average Israelite won't. But that doesn't mean that, we're going to make them feel like crab or shun them. Nah. It's just that everybody Sacrifice is different, man. You know, so don't worry about, again, I said it earlier, I'll say it again. Don't worry about your station that you're in right now in this world. Don't worry about your position that you're in. Don't worry about your status that you're in right now, because this is all a part of the sacrifice. You know, it's all. And every once in a while, the Lord will allow you to, He'll allow you to chill with your kids, see your woman or whatever. You know, you might got parents or some shit that you still, people that you love or whatever, immediate family members that you love. Well, the Lord will allow you to get time with them, but our main focus is this work, because this is going to lead us to the road of redemption, salvation, eternal life, and true success, man. You know? Hey, so with that, I would say shalom, and on to the next. I hope you're edified. Shalom.